Hi, I'm Michael Strong from Michael Strong Rubber Stamps, and I've been invited today to do some interesting techniques that I use in my regular paper crafting. I'm kind of a novice to scrapbooking, but I think some of the techniques that I do in other arenas work great with scrapbooking. One of the things I'm going to show you today is how to do something I call a flip fold photo album. Say that 3 times fast. What it does is it allows you to put a whole lot of pictures on a single page. There's a variation on this too. If you don't have that many pictures to put on a single page, you can do something like this, which is just 3 on a page. But the one I want to show you today is this one that features my son and my daughter. So I want to show you how to do some really interesting techniques. I'm going to call them scrapbook techniques. So let's get started. Okay, let's make the 2 important elements for this page, and that's the striped paper and the flip fold photo album. So I'll start with the striped paper. I used these 3 colors because they match some of the pictures that we're going to use. And I'm going to use this great trimmer from Tonic Studios, and I'm going to insert it 3 pages of the paper. I'm going to cut like about 1-inch strips. Hold the stabilizer down, and then you've got these terrific little strips of paper. We're going to adhere them to this label paper, lay them down and press. And here's the next one. This one's in white. Eventually what I want to do is fill up this whole sheet with stripes. And what it's going to look like is this when you're done. You'll see the back is kind of rough, but that's okay because nobody's ever going to see the back. So I'm going to cut a 1-inch piece like that. And then I'm also going to cut a thin piece that I'm going to use in another part of the page. So as you can see, you can make these stripes in any width that you like. So the second main element that we're going to do is called the flip fold photo album. And what it is 9 pieces of lightweight cardstock, which I've taped together. And we just line them up and leaving about a scant 1/16 of an inch or so in between. That's for when you fold it up, it will fold neatly. Now you can see that they're all taped together, all 9 pieces. Now what I've done is I've already attached the pictures that we're using on the page to the front. And these are pictures that I cropped to 3.5 inches so that it leaves a 1/2 inch border around each picture. It's kind of a nice little framing feature. What happens to this is this piece gets attached to the actual page, and then we just fold it together and fold it down into a single picture. So to build the actual page, I use this really terrific paper. It's called Fiesta Stucco Blue from Magenta style. And I love the colors because it's the same colors that are in the pictures that we're using. Using our striped paper that we did before, this is the anchor piece because it's a little thicker. We'll put it at the bottom. And then to bring that element of color up into the rest of the page, we'll add this small stripe along one side. Now to further define the area on the page, I just have a square, about an 8-inch square of the turquoise paper, and then 2 framing pieces, a white piece and a blue piece. And then you'll be able to see how that little album fits onto the page. Now I tend to be a little bit square when it comes to arranging things on a page, but I decided to kind of break out of the box a little bit. So I cropped 3 pictures to 1 3/4 inches. And what I'm going to do is lay them in more of a haphazard way along the side to fill up the page. I have the page that I've finished, and I'm going to bring that over just to show you what I've done. These are the greatest thing. I know everybody out there probably knows about them, but they're kind of new to me. And they're rub-on letters, and you just rub them on, and this is called All Dressed Up. To finish it off, you can get some coordinating little paper flowers, and that's what I'm using here. As you can see, you just peel them off the backing and adhere them to your page. And then the last little element that I have here is a peel and stick garden element that kind of picks up the white in the pictures. It has kind of a picket fence, and it kind of matches the chair that my son Colin is sitting on. And then you can see how the finished page looks. And then the surprising part is all of these photos that are actually on the page, but hidden so it doesn't look too busy. Now I know some of you like to put these into page protectors, and I think it would work well if you just cut a square out around here, around the frame, and it would allow you to use the feature of the flip fold photo album. And I hope you enjoyed this project, because I did.
For step-by-step instructions on how to create this week's project, download the design guide featuring special make-it-your-own bonus tips.